Hello, welcome to another edition of Hardcore Fisherman with me, Scott Senior here. We're at home this time. We're going to be going through rigs this time. Instead of going fishing, we can make rigs while we're fishing. Yeah, what's the point? We're going to sit at home. We're going to do a few rigs, make some rigs up, and see what you think. It might give you any tips. It'll give you some top tips on your rigs, and if they're any good for you, you can try them out yourself. But for now, we'll just show you these. We're going to make up a fruit flapper in a minute, and a couple of tools, maybe a pennel, because we're doing winter rigs now. We're into winter now. We've hit the winter mark. We're after the whiting now, and the cod should be starting to come down now. We should start to see a few small ones coming in. We're just cutting an old rig up, one of my old clip down pennels, double paternoster. We're just going to cut this up and get some of the bits. Really putting new hands on them. Nothing wrong with the base of the rig, as you can see. It was a one down, one up. Clip down, easy to clip down. Simple enough. We're not going to be using that one anyway, we're going to make some fresh. So first off we need scissors. You'll need crimping pliers. As you can see there, they've got two different types for the big crimps and the smalls. Rig wallets. I've got a small one from Sea Angler, which is the top one. You can get a good few rigs in there. We'll put that there because we can get three in there now because there's free spaces. My big one, Fladden, comes with 10 rigs. You can get 10 rigs in there, but now I've adapted it so you can get 40 rigs in here, and we're nearly quite full. We'll just have a check how many rigs we can build. We need to space, so let's have a quick look. Go through. As you can see, it's full of rigs. Summer rigs, cod rigs, flatty rigs, and it looks like there's no more space. We're full up in here, I think. Right, come on. Nope, that looks all in order. There's space for one there, I believe. One rig, space for one. Anyway, yep, we can make 5 rigs. We can make 5 rigs, but we'll probably make about 3 or 4. First off, we'll put that there for now. Here we go. You'll need a tub full of bits. All your bits. In here I have these little things full of clips, bags of clips. We'll need some of them. We'll take them out, put them on there, and then you've got all your swivels in here. One for clips and one for swivels. Again, all your limp clips, lead down clips. Or you could just use nice yellow top. Already got an impact shield built in. Right, see if I can do this. Hooks, not in the best way. I've put them all in different shapes. Right, all tangled up here. Jeez, sharp and all. One's on my finger. All different size hooks on this here. We need some big hooks. Nice different selection of hooks. These are the ones we're going to be using for the cod. Nice big giant cod hooks. I think they're about size 2s, big ones. Right, nice, plenty of hooks, so we need hooks. One. Take these off. Ready for the fruit flapper. For the whiting rig, you always want a fruit flapper. There's always plenty of whiting about. You don't want hooks that small. That came off the float rig I have for my sea float. They give you such a small hook for that thing, you think, bloody hell. Tight asses, that's what it is. You alright, Mal? Got Marley down there. He's our resident sea dog. Salty sea dog. And as you can see, there we go. Put them up there. more rocks if we need them. We can just unclip these like so. Not a good idea to drop them on the floor like I've just dropped one. There, we've got the hooks out ready. Plenty of hooks to start with. Clips can go back in there. And if we need any bigger hooks, we can just get them out. Right, first of all, get a cup of tea. Hardcore fishermen, we love our tea here. I'll go through the leads in a minute after we made the first rig. As you can see, I have a measuring tape here, a measuring ruler for measuring out my rig, the length distance of my rig. So I've got in inches here. I don't mind in inches, you could go in millimetres and that, but I'm an inch guy. So for a 3/8 flapper, you want, that's it, cut this off, brand new line this stuff. As you see, we're using £70 shock leader to make our rigs up with. From here, and an extra piece. So in fact, you want to be, if you can stretch your arms that long, there you go. First one, cut. Right then, here we go. First of all, start with a clip. I'm going to use one of these. I don't usually use one of those. Have I got another one to show you? We'll use one of them. We'll get 3 of these swivels out so we can get the design going. This shall be your top swivel for the top piece. Then you want 3 smaller ones for each rig that's going apart on there. 3 little ones, that's 1, 2. People make them a lot quicker than me rigs, but I take my time and I know what I'm building. So if the rig fails, I know it's my fault. A lot of people buy the rigs already made, but it's not my style. If the rig fails, I know it's my fault. Simple as that. I've had some shop bought rigs and have been lazy tying the knots, and obviously they've snapped, and you think, bloody hell, not. Bear in mind, you can buy your rigs from the shop and then copy their design, or you can just do your own designs. That should do for now. We've got plenty of swivels. Right, here we go. Time is at 4:45 and we're starting to rig up. Right, first of all, put the bottom swivel on. Mate, I don't know what. You're coming on camera. And so look at the camera there. Good boy. Kiss. Good boy. This is our resident hardcore fishing dog. He's hardcore fisherman, aren't you? You come fishing, don't you? Good at catching, aren't you? You collect the fish for me. I reel them in, you collect them. Yep. You're distracting me now, aren't you? I'm going to start again so they can see. People can see what I'm doing. Go over. We're doing a 3, 10 grin up. 1, 2, 3. Go through the knot, the loop at the end you've made 3 times again. 1, 2, 3. A little bit up. Always loop the knot. You can strangle it otherwise, and that's you're not snapped. Put them nice and tight. As you can see, lovely. Scissors. Trim that excess tag off. Stops the weight from sticking. And now you begin by pulling that down there. Got my tin, little hippie tin of swivels and crimps, and we have got some treble hooks in there when we do a treble rig, which we might do one in a bit. A panel treble. There's your crimps. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 crimps. We do have here sequins. You can buy them from any sewing shop, stuff like that, any craft shop. Average sequins. I've got the red ones. It's cheaper. They do them in tackle shop, but they charge you twice as much. Ask me why. Then when going to a shop, a sewing shop and stuff. So go something like Boises and have a look in there. You'll get them out of Boises easy enough. And there we go. We'll start off with, look for your beads. So I can see what I'm doing. I want 6 beads. 1 going in that bead. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6 beads. Now we can begin on assembling our. Always best, I like to have a rig on holder, a lead on the bottom to make it easier. So we go like so, clip a lead on so it's a bit easier, and I can have it then. First off, slide your first bead on. That's 1 bead. When you're doing a rig like this, you can just do it my way. You don't need to use 2 crimps on the top. If you're doing a rig like this, you only need 1 crimp. But we won't do it that way today. We will actually do it this way. We will put the crimp on first. Crimp. Bead. Swivel. Bead. Crimp. Of course you don't have to make a rig like this, but this is just my way. I've done my way. I am for it flapper. Nice and tidy. The first piece is on. Right, so let's cramp down the first piece. You want it a bit above the lead, a couple of inches above. Put it in the crimp device, like so. Slide it further down, in, and about there. Nice and tightly crimped. And there's you put this one back in. Pull it tight down, crimp, crimp, and voila. 1 tight, nice crimped piece. And then, as you can do, you just push that in. Like so. And there you go. That's the first one. Nice and neatly. Excuse me. As I said, this is the 3 up flap, and we're going to go 1 below the lead and then 2 up. We could use some of these springs and have them on a crimp system, on a clip system, clip it all the way down as a 3 up clip down rig, and we can belt it out, but we're only wanting to go 60-70 yards with it, so we won't be needing that. So there's the top swivel. Then we start all again with the same design, a crimp, swivel, swivel, bead, crimp, like so, and then we go again. Dark nights are on the way in, perfect for the whiting. You want to measure, you know how long you want your first one to be, so you want it about there. So do it by eye. If you've made as many rigs as I have, you'll know when to clamp down and when not to clamp. How far apart from the rig. Well, this is just my design. You don't have to copy what I'm doing, but if you want to, you can do. Right. This is the first video from Hardcore Fishermen on rigs, indoors, fully making the whole rig. I've made a couple of videos and I've processed them, so we'll do this. Here we go. Right, that's that. Like so. That's that. And then we do the last one. My actual groups just fall down here. I don't know where that went. Where that crimp goes. Bloody crimp. Oh, never mind. Come back in. We'll get another clip. Last crimp to go on there. You can do it all at once, put them all on and just put the rig, tie the top piece, swivel on it and build it like that, but this is the way I've done it for many years. As I say, some people choose not to make a rig until they get there, just using the line off the rod. That's the old way of doing it. My father did it, my brother's done it, used to do it, my uncle, everyone did it. Now I choose to make my rigs in advance, so I just go there, get my rig well out and put one out. And there's a rig. There's your second one, and then we do the same sequence again in quick succession. We'll just do the one rig for now in this video, and we'll talk about the lens. Come on, there we go. There we go, last swivel. And voila. Voila. These are glow in the dark swivel beads. Whether it's, and they do work, but whether it has an advantage I don't know, but they just look nice and pretty for my design. Then we tie the swivel to the top, doing the same principle as the first clip on the bottom. Or 1, 2, 3. Pull it through the tag you've just made at the bottom. Three times through. Lick. So that's the crucial part of licking it, to lube up the knot. Pardon me. Bad chest. Right. I don't know if you can see behind me on the picture picture board. We've got pictures of the catches over the years we've had. There's a couple of our kid up there. He don't feature that much because he never caught that many fish. If you're watching Bob, I am the hardcore fisherman. I catch the fish. He just went for the fun, I think. He didn't have the luck. But I'm sure that's the board. If you can see in the corner, there's a picture of our kid holding his £5 cod. He'll tell you what it was round about now, but it was 5. We weighed it when we got home because we didn't have any scales on the time. And that's the fish that took all the worms, because he was usual self. I'm putting all the worms on last cast, so he said. And when it took off, he said it was weed, and I said it was a bite. He said it was weed, and in the end I was going to reel it in, and he did in the end, and we realised it was a cod, and it was a good one. So it's up to me, fucking numbnuts, to go down the wall, and it was up to your waist in snow. Was sat there in a little tent, half-man bivvy. The funniest thing is, he was toasting his hands over the stove when his gloves went up in flames. You may laugh, I laughed. It was funny. It wasn't funny for him the rest of the night with no gloves. In like -3 and it was freezing. And there we go. There's your 3-up flapper. It's a nice long one. Going to, this is about £18 shock line for the trace. It's the same again. Measure it. Does not need to measure it, to be honest, because you know what, it's already dictated the way you have to put the line. Same again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Right, there we go. No, I didn't lick it that time, I should have, but down, 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 down. Cut from the base to the top. Another top tip from hardcore fishermen. Tie all 3 with your lines, then do your hooks. So you're not flailing hooks around every time you're trying to get another bit of line out. You're not getting hooks inside your arm or out, because it pretty hurts with sharp hooks. 1, 2, 3. 1, 3. Look at that time. One of the strongest grinner knots I do. You will all have a different knot, I bet, but this is my knot. Stretch out some line. You don't want to go to the bottom too far. You want a little bit apart from each other. Scissors are a bit damp. Sharpen them in the bit, right. Last but not least, is your bottom rig. Dictated by the length of your top 2 hooks. So we're not getting tangled. We do the same again. In, out, in, out, in, out, through the tag, pull. Many of knots have been strangled by not pulling, not licking and pulling that correctly, and you've just snapped up. puts a strain on the line, and I don't like strain on my line when I'm fishing. If I get a good fish on, I don't want it straining. So you want it coming down to about there, like so. And the finished article looks like so. Let's just there you have it. 1, 2, 3 in succession. Yeah, this is just a thing I do. I add a bead. 1 bead, doesn't matter what colour. Some people want to match the whole rig to the colours. I'm not bothered about that. Then I did. There we are. Get a few of these out. You don't have to put a sequin on it. Some people say, why do you have a sequin? I get asked a few times, what's a sequin for? Sequin. What's it for? What's it for? I'm like, are you thick or what? It's just like a little attractor, I think, or a bait stopper when you're putting your lugworm on. But why is it there? Why do you think it's there? It's just like a bait stopper and a tractor. Simple as that. Go away. You know what I mean? That's why it's this, when they do that, they ask you at least 3 times. Come on, really, tell me. Please. I'm hoping for a good cod season. I'm tying me up to do the same again. But this one needs doing again. Hang on. There was a kink in the line. Jesus Christ. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do 5 on the hooks. 5 10 grinner. It looks nicer and it's a lot stronger not. Pull it through. Careful with the fingers. And there we go. Time is bloody gone 5. Cheers. You don't want any tags on, cut the tag as close as you can to the hook. A bit of tag like that is a lovely attractor to a lot of weed. And there's your top hook, looking nice and neatly. Now you want to go down the way, or was that the middle? No, that was not the top hook, that was the middle hook. Started in different contacts again. So, grab a bead, last 2 hooks to go. Grab a white bead. And the same principle, sequin. Telephone cord wax was just as well for your trace line. There we go. Can't see that all properly, but look at that. One more hook. These are about size 3s. Something like that. These are not bad size hooks for whiting. Generally just put a bit of mackerel on these or a bit of squid. Top off with a little bit of frozen worm. You can put fresh worm on if you've got loads. Generally you only put the fresh on the big rig rods for the match if you're after cod. Here he is again, he's back from his sleep. What? Come on. You want to see the rig? Do you want to inspect it? Come on then. Come in. You want to inspect the rig? Yes, you can do. Let me just tie the bottom up then. Right. Here's the inspector. He wants to inspect the rig. You don't want to get one stuck in your mouth, do you? Somebody left one under the caravan once, didn't they? Naming no names. I got the blame, but naming no names, but we know who it was. We shall name no names, don't we, now? I'm not vindictive. I don't hold grudges. Right. One more tie off of this hook. See if it meets the approval of my helper. Wait 2 seconds now. Here we go, come here. You had your cup of tea? I want another bit. Of course he's got to have a cup of tea too. There we go then. And there you go. Doesn't taste very nice. Not supposed to really, is it now? Let's get the inspection on the go of the free up flapper we've just made. It's inspected. Watch yours, my friend. Right, there we go, Mal. What do you reckon? Good? Is it good? Yeah? And from there to there is our lovely free up flapper. One below. That is how you make a free up flapper. Hope this has helped you with making your rigs when you have a go yourself, making a few rigs. If this comes in handy, this design, then you can use the same as principles as me. It's a simple free up flapper, but at the bottom up goes below the lead. So let us unclip, go through your leads in 1 sec. We'll just wrap this up because I want this in my rig wallet. Ouch, sharp hooks. Make sure it's nice and wrapped. Hold it tight. Rig wallet. This can go in the back of the rig wallet. Just because I lost my last decent flapper free up. And maybe tomorrow we'll use that. I think we're going to have a session tomorrow. We've got some worms, a bit of frozen, a bit of fresh and stuff. All fair last night of all fair. Well, that was a spider. I hate spiders. No one knows how much I hate spiders. Poisonous, some of them. Right, there we go. Put these things away. Right, put these away for a minute. We'll do another rig next time. We did used to do a top 10 rigs. To say now, if I had to say what that was in, that would be in at number 3 on my countdown of top 10 rigs is the free up flapper. We'll just put this on like that for now. Move these out of the way. I'll make a few more later. For now, you're just going to go through a couple of leads. Starting with my tea. That ain't Abby's tea, there you go. Out of the Elvis cup. Don't make a mess. Simple, but effective. Yellow top. Impact shield on there. Brilliant lead. 5 ounce. Unwatered lead. These are top of the range. 150 grams of that. Alright. Then we go to a. This is how they would come out of the shop if you used to buy them. I'll tell you a tip. I've never bought a lead in my life. I've always gone out looking for leads on my waders on. Places like Vicky Dock, King George, I'm on the beach, like Dimlington, Wivensea, Hornsea, stuff like that on the end of the pier and stuff. But mainly you find a lot of Vicky Dock, King George along there, all down the bottom. It's amazing how many people lose these top leads, and you think, I'm not afraid to go down there. I will go down there and I will get them, because I will save myself like £3. Some of these leads, you think these new ones, they're like £2.50 and you think no way. But that's how it comes out the shop. Simply like that. This is my way of doing it. I've took the old their grabs off. They come with them ones on. I've took them off, cut them off and put my own grabs on there. And as you can see, that is my my design of how I like mine. So when that hits the water, it falls in, it goes like that, digs in, really digs in. You can hear it as it's going on the table. This one hits the water, I've had it like that, look. Not really effective as much as mine. Simple, but longer grabs, as you can see. Mine are a lot longer than these ones. You just put new wires in there, which is brilliant. There you go, there's two. Mine, their way. So that's the two impact shields. 5 ounces, let's go to the 6. 6 ounce. Here we go. There is the mine, 6 ounce. You put your rig there, and when it hits the bottom, up comes off and flies out. Simple enough. That's mine, with the wires changed. This is theirs. This is just an old red top. It's a bit seen its days. It's had some bashes, but that's how they would have used it. Same again. Right, there's two. I've done it with these ones too. Like the Geminis and stuff. These are nice threads. I've done the same again. Right, I'll show you how I do it. Right, we'll put that there. Bend it up so you can see. Make sure you've got them all in the right angle for what you want. Grab your snipper pliers, your crimpers, crimp them close. There's a hole there, put it in the small hole. Grab the end, twist on an angle, leave it enough. Grabbing the end, as you can see, twist, not too much, you don't want to over twist it. I've seen people and they've over twisted it, and you think you've over twisted it and it won't work properly. It's designed, so I've just done enough on an angle. As you can see now, yeah, that's still not as good. Now you've got to bend it down, bring it down to the bottom and the base, crimp it down, start from where it goes to there, bend it on an angle like so, and just keep going along. As I say, you can do it by hand, but you need them to get the end bit bent properly. So I think we'll go for a fishing Friday. The date's the 16th, so we'll go fishing on the 17th. One more design, bend that down like so, and now you can see 5, 6 ounce. But where I go on marine, I'll be fishing marina, so where I go, I'll be using these straight out, but on the angle I cast towards the lock gates where the big boats come out, I use a simple 5 ounce bomb, because they've drained it out with the dredgers. They've dredged a lot of the mud out, and there's a lot of the gully is very deep at the moment, and there's a lot of nice bass and flatties and stuff. Yeah, you might say bass, you're not getting bass out of there, of course you are. It's the Humber. People don't believe you, but I've had a bass out of there a couple of weeks ago, so, and that was in the gully where it's been drained out. So here we go. Of course, if you've got a strong current, a very strong current, you want something like this. Very flexible wires. I always do mine like this. It dips into the mud, and it's easy to pull out. It's in the, say that's the mud. You jammed in. It's going to hold you there, and then when you want to pull out, ta-da, it comes out like that. Such an easy design, and they really do work. So you want something like that, which this is a 6, supposed to be, but it's a 5. You'd think the red was a 6, but this one's a 5. So that's that one in the ring. We've also got these mini ones. These are 5s again, the same design, but these are perfect for what you want. You don't want, you can use these there, but you don't really want something like that. You want to be, if you're paying $280, say $250 for a lead, and you lose that one at 250 a lead. Say 250, you lose that, got it snapped off, that's gone. That's 250. You know, if you lose something like that, which is like a pound, you lose a pound lead. Something like these ones, a pound. Well, you only lost £1, but you're losing 250 there. In the gully, you're on the gully shelf, you're losing that. But if you use something like that, or you make it yourself, get the lead yourself, make your own leads, it's not too bad. Something like that, you will not lose that in the gully because it just comes through the gully. So with the big grabs, hits the edge of that gully. Look, that's it. It's not coming over the gully. But this one glides over the gully and up. You're just outside the gully with this one, and you're you're on the corner of the gully with, say, this one, and this one's inside the gully. Right, I'll put them there. What reel are you going to use in the gully? You may ask me. Simple fixed bowl. If you're just a beginner, this is just a simple fixed bowl, Shakespeare fixed bowl. Simple £70 shock leader, £18 line underneath. That's for beginners straight away. Or you could go to. Wait, one more back out. If you're into, you can use a multiplier. I suggest using one of these multipliers. This is an Abu, as I say, one of the top reels. They do the job. I've had this one many years now. As you can see, it goes perfect. It's a 6500 Abu. Still got the ratchet on there, and it's a top of the range reel. Multiplier. This is not what I'm using now. This is redundant. This is just in my little bedroom shed sort of thing. It stays there as a reminder what I used to use. The odd time I might take it out, but it stays in here. Or you can have this one, another one of the fixed bowl. This has still got its ratchet. I'll put this on a small rod, my little boat rod, and I'll cast this out down the 20 yards out with a whole squid on using some trebles like a pike rig. Leave it down the edge, and I'll leave the ratchet on like so. I'll pull that in, and I'd leave the ratchet on, so listen, and I'd just leave it on free spool and let it slowly come out. And if you wear that sort of thing, you know it's just a tag. But if you wear then you know it's like it's the Jaws moment. I think we're going to need a bloody bigger boat. Like I said, I'm not using that one either. This is my first big fixed bowl I got. It's off a Barbel Basher. Well, it's not. I can't say that word. Can you really? I thought I just said it. It was Preacher. He gave me this with a rod. Tried to preach to me. And I've used it for years, and now it's retired. It's there, retired now. That's definitely retired out of it. I'm using the Penn at the moment, fixed bowl, Penn Sealy with the Penn rod, match rod. Oof. And I'm using the Abu again. I've got an Abu in there too, which is working nicely. It's an Abu 7600, which I'm using on the smaller rod. And I'm using the Abu because that's a good reel. That's the 7 HT mag. I've got the mag 2, which is the HT mag HT, and that's one of the best reels for casting, and you have no problems. You can get 200 yards without no problem. I've got £15 line and £60 shock leader on that one in my box, and that is smooth casting, as I say. Let's just check. Right, 20 past. So that's just a taster of sea fishing, making your rigs at home, and I hope you've got some top tips there. Join us next time, which probably tomorrow, if the weather's right. We'll get a trip out tomorrow, and you should see us catching a few, maybe whiting, hopefully the first whiting of the season, and the flatties, and maybe the odd cod. This has been Scott Senior, Hardcore Fisherman, reporting from the bedroom, little layer, and join us next time. Goodbye and good fishing. Tight lines.